his business, no one dared to make a slip. For the stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, gained the whispers from each lip, and he's here to do some business with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to the folks around. He was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw, back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from their windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather when a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron. Big iron. And he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. The big iron on his hip. Big iron. The ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. The big iron on his hip.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday night. And I come bearing good news. Great news, even. It seems that Mr. Cutney, how do I give you guys a quick recap? Actually, I'll let him give you guys a quick recap, and then we'll get into what's going on with the court proceedings. Give me 1 second. How's everybody doing? I've streamed in many moons. Alright, here we go. I found it. So this is, in the words of the man himself, what's going on. I have a little bit of reservations on what he has to say, but let's hear him out. He looks like a well put together dude, right?
Police search your home and find nothing at all, but they take you to jail anyway, and they falsify evidence claiming to have found a lot of illegal drugs in your basement. Now you've got a prison sentence hanging over your head,
Whoa.
but that's just their backup plan.
That's running like shit. What if I do this?
Their real plan is to frame you.
Much better.
You post bail, and you find yourself being stalked by
Oh, thank you,
hundreds
guys.
of local and federal cops everywhere you go. At the
I've missed
same
you guys,
time,
too.
your life is falling apart in all kinds of different ways. Your house, your car, everything you've ever owned, it's all gone. You and your girlfriend become homeless just days after your arrest. You don't know it yet, but the DEA has been working diligently behind the scenes to ruin your life because it benefits their investigation. Your roommate who stole your rent money during COVID, he's a confidential informant working with the police. Your notorious slumlord, she's also a confidential informant. The police are using her to disguise their surveillance as harassment. Now, you and your girlfriend have evictions on your record. Your car, the reason it costs $9,000 to program a key fob is because the DEA doesn't want you leaving town before they can arrest you. The U-Haul that was full of your shit that was stolen from right in front of your house, it was stolen by the police because they were trying to destroy illegal surveillance equipment that was inside of a piece of artwork that a DEA agent gave you. Everything else that you ever owned, all of your dreams and ambitions in life, it's been auctioned off without any warning because the DEA doesn't want you to have money to hire an attorney. So you and your girlfriend find yourselves homeless for the first time in your lives. You soon find out that everybody that you know, even friends of yours that you've had since high school, are confidential informants working for the police. Despite their massive network of informants and illegal surveillance equipment, they still somehow manage to fuck up their investigation in every way. So they take it out on you as if their fuck-ups are your fault, and at the same time you're being stalked relentlessly by the police. You film them as they try to plant your own MacBook on you, and in the process you're beaten repeatedly. You try and contact an attorney, but the police are using cell site simulators to keep you totally isolated. You can't get a hold of any.
So far, who in the chat thinks any of this is what's going on? Because it sounds like the state of California and the DEA is spending a lot of money to take little Mr. Putney down. Just a simple upholstery man. That's what he does. I don't know why he thinks this is happening to him. But, yeah. Exactly.
Press, an attorney, anybody that can help you. So you're homeless and you're vulnerable, and you've lost everything that you've ever had, and the police stalk you 24/7. They harass you non-stop. They deprive you of sleep, and they fuck with you in every...
Police officers right here, y'all.
Every possible way. They pay actual criminals good fucking money just to fuck with you and make your life miserable. This is our story. It's a true story of systemic abuse and corruption in which the police are the real criminals. My name is David Cutney, and I created this channel the day after I filmed a DEA task force beat me and try to frame me at my storage unit in Hollywood.
That's untrue. He has a channel that's called, David Cutney. You guys can look it up. It was around before this channel, and, he was, like, doing the same shit. So, there's another falsehood in his whole situation.
In the description below, you'll find links to all of the important videos that I've made that document everything that I've just been talking about. To this day, we are stalked by the police everywhere that we go. If you're a journalist and you're interested in doing a story on me, I'm at the Alexandria Park Tiny Home Village in North Hollywood, California. You can also find me at my upcoming court dates in Ventura County. I'll post my case number right.
Fun fact, if you were there looking for him on the 9th, he didn't show. He didn't show.
Here. So if you watch my videos and you're wondering how you might be able to help us out, we started a GoFundMe, and I'll be sure to post the link in the description below.
Why does he say that with such weird inflection? A GoFundMe? Alright, you're funding me. I need that money.
Another way that you might be able to help us out, if you felt motivated to do so, would be to contact the press. We are extremely limited at the moment in how we can communicate because we're being stalked by the DEA, and they're using cell site simulators, also known as stingrays, to keep us extremely isolated. But one way that I am able to communicate...
Regular streams, Maybe. I really don't know. I mean, there was a pretty large development in the David Cutney stuff, but everything else that's going on is just also lame. It's also lame. Otaku's been thoroughly florided. It's all lame. I've been good. I've been well. Just been working. Playing video games, playing Elden Ring, more like it. That's been a lot of fun.
Effectively is by uploading videos on YouTube. If you wanted to, if you have the time, contact Trevor Aronson at The Intercept or anybody.
Oh, okay, so don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. One of my biggest issues with him is somebody guess how many subscribers this TI does. How much he has. All right, this targeted individual. Usually you're just screaming to the void, but it's not the case this time. 300. 2005. 10K. No, YouTube's been pushing them. It's 74,000. Like, what the fuck? Why? How does YouTube's algorithm so reckless? I guess is, and I'm sure there's even wilder cases of this, but you know, I don't know. Yeah, 50K is close. Yeah, it's 70K. Pickles, hello. I hope you're well. Bruh is correct. Let me change the music.
Anybody who covers the DEA, cell site simulators, stingrays, or just police misconduct. I mean, I know our story is incredible. It's very newsworthy. I mean, that's why the police still fuck with us like they do to this day.
Alrighty, so that GoFundMe that was for his lawyers and stuff. I don't know how much good all that money is gonna do if he doesn't show up to court. So as the thumbnail showed, and as this picture right here shows, I believe on the 8th, he didn't show up for court. Alright, so the recap of David Cutney is back in 2022. He had gotten raided for, I think the charges are here. I have the charges somewhere. Let me pull it up. Let me be accurate in this retelling. He got picked up on sales, transportation, offer to sell a controlled substance. So he got picked up on drug charges, and then got kicked out of his place, and then all of a sudden it's a conspiracy because he is a schizophrenic person that thinks that everybody on the subway's a cop, right? So in his head, he thinks him getting arrested for this is retribution for him uncovering a plot to get funding for I think it's the LA police, to renew a contract to do security on the trains. I think even if there wasn't a high crime rate, they probably would have gotten the contract anyways. But in his head, that's what he thinks is going on. So he's homeless. Everybody around him, including homeless people, are cops, apparently. And he just goes around harassing them, putting his phone in their face. He gets beat up a couple of times, which is fantastic. And then I guess he found the tiny homes place. Dude, there's so much lore. But yeah, he found the tiny homes place, and as of right now, he missed his court date and has a warrant out for his arrest. So that's where all those people who donated to his GoFundMe's money went, is the trash can. Unfortunate. He's got some more stuff. pulling up a picture of his GoFundMe. I don't know why he said it like that. Yeah, and at one point he was screaming that they had planted child porn on his laptop, which is a very weird thing to be screaming in public at random homeless people. It makes me think that there was some at some point. I don't know. That's speculation, but he's a guy. Tekken, maybe. Maybe I could play some Tekken. Here is his GoFundMe. I guess I could just probably find his GoFundMe on a browser. Anyways. So here's his GoFundMe. He raised $543. This weird multi-channel promotion group donated him $500. They've been dead for like 5 years, I think it was. Called In-Kind Media, something like that. But their money's wasted. I think everybody's money's been wasted on this man. Give you guys a second to read. Oh, what else? I think that's about it. I had made some phone calls to make sure everybody knows exactly where he's at, just in case they weren't watching his YouTube. I know the prosecutor does watch his YouTube because they've moved to have him take the video down, or... Oh, well, thank you. But yeah, the district attorney made a motion for either his video to be removed from evidence or to have him take it down from YouTube. I think it was the former. But yeah, that's what's new with Mr. Cutney. You know, the community's been pretty crazy. I left Trevlove, the locale stuff, for the birds. It's for the birds. It's boring. It's lame. Just say the same things over and over about the same people. Eventually, that's what this will turn into, and I'll get bored of it as well. But see how long we'll ride this. I'm really just waiting for him to get arrested at this point. Oh, there it is. Yeah, One Kind Media. Oh. Let's watch some more Cutney videos. How about that? We'll watch one or two more. The DEA stinks at planting evidence.
It's November 16th and I'm approaching my storage unit in Hollywood. Ever since my arrest and our subsequent eviction, the police have been stalking us aggressively. They had been trying to entrap me for weeks without success.
Oh, so the original charge was heroin sales and transportation. Now we know.
What we didn't know was that they had stolen my MacBook while stalking us in Venice Beach weeks earlier, and they saw this as their opportunity to bring federal...
Not exactly. I'm into this crazy man's. I want to see how his story unfolds, which is probably 9 years in prison.
charges against me and further their investigation. Tonight they are going to try to plant my MacBook back on me by posing as thieves robbing my storage unit. It's a similar strategy to what they tried the following day, but instead of a burglar on foot, they're using a Mercedes with a vanity plate that says COVID. In the days leading up to this, they removed all the actual homeless people in the area and replaced them with undercover police.
I'm a cop. Oh, father. If I was the police, I would have came.
Yeah, that piece of paper really stopped those homeless people and replaced them all with cops. So he's like, it's like the cops are body snatchers to him, and I think that's pretty funny.
Came up and told you. That's what they're supposed to do.
They rented out all the venues and parking lots in the area to keep foot traffic to a minimum. When we moved into Extra Space, they did too, and they'd been paying off the staff as confidential informants. We'd later find out that I was being investigated by a DEA task force, and the group responsible for all this is the DEA's Special Operations Division. As I approach Extra Space, the COVID car pulls into the facility's driveway in front of me. On the back seat are two big yellow and black bins, just like the kind I had in my storage unit that were marked extremely sentimental. However, I don't pay any attention to this. Throughout this entire week of November, droves of undercover cops had been circling around us with weird vanity plates, and even though we knew they were trying to set me up, I didn't know what exactly to look for. I also knew that they were undercover cops, and I never would have believed that they were robbing my storage unit.
To locals and stuff? Probably not. Probably not. It's all very lame.
I follow the COVID car into the
I might
parking
start
lot of
playing
my
games in
storage unit
downtime,
as it
I don't
drives
know.
past the gate. And, out of paranoia, I start documenting all the weird narc cars and vehicles that are in the parking lot. Then, a lady asked me to enter my code to make the elevator go up. No, I don't. Sorry. As I resumed documenting everything, I somehow missed the detail they were wanting me to see. The backseat of the COVID car is full of stuff that looks like it's from my storage unit. They were hoping I'd notice this and chase them down the street where they would be stopped by a police officer who would then ask me to prove the stuff was mine by logging into my MacBook, just like they tried to do the following day.
Yeah, looks like another backpack.
Is it your computer?
What? They both are mine.
Is it your computer?
Hey, we're gonna look at it when we verify it's yours and give it back.
I'm telling you it's mine. Sir, I'm telling you it's mine.
He assaulted us. We have it on video.
Luckily, I didn't catch on then either.
Step back and give me a little bit of space, okay?
10 minutes later, the narcs in the COVID car began unloading and then reloading the bins that were already in their car, hoping I'll catch on to what they're doing.
Putting their stuff in a storage facility.
Then, this narc exits the parking lot on foot carrying a bag that looked identical to the Walmart bag in our storage unit at the time. We just shopped there the day before and Fluz recognized it when I showed her the video. This lady narc then tries to bring my attention to what they were doing by asking me not to take video of what's in her car. Have a good night.
I'm not. Yeah. Well, this guy sounds fucked.
Another 10 minutes pass before the COVID car exits the parking lot. Notice that their headlight is out? This is a screen recording of my phone's Citizen app I made an hour earlier. It was significant to me at the time because it was one of the many fake crime scenes we'd noticed the LAPD had been staging. In hindsight, I have no doubt that if all had gone to plan, I would have recognized what they were doing and chased the COVID car down the street where the police at the crime scene would have pulled the car over for the broken headlight, giving me enough time to catch up to them. I'd then be asked to log into my MacBook to verify this stuff was mine, just like they tried to do the following evening. Then, we would all be confronted by whatever darkness they put on the computer after stealing it off my person in Venice Beach weeks earlier. It was, for many reasons, an incredibly stupid
Alright,
and
I had to
desperate
step
plot
away
that
for a second. Did I play Skyrim? I did. I played a lot of Skyrim. Played a lot of Bethesda games, a lot of Fallout. I'll probably just do like invasions on Elden Ring every once in a while, something like that. Maybe just to keep up. So I miss streaming sometimes too. Ugh. I miss streaming sometimes too. But with that being said, I have to wake up very early in the morning. So I'm going to call this a wrap. David Cutney's crazy. He's running from the law. His YouTube channel is John Law _YouTube. And you can find all of his delusional, or it's just John Law now. But you can find all his delusional ramblings here. Cicero. Why does that sound so familiar? Right off the rip, I don't know who that is. I'd probably killed him if there was an option to kill him. Definitely have killed everybody in Skyrim at least once. That's my final answer. You guys have a good night, and maybe I'll play some games. Maybe I won't. Because who wants to see me play games, right? You guys have a wonderful night. Here we go.
Life could be dream, life could be dream. Life could be dreams if I could take you up to paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be dreams. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, you know, boom, me get boom. Down, ding, lang, 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 lang. Oh, life could be dreams. If only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you, life would be dreams, sweetheart. Every time I look at you, something is all around. If you do what I want you to, baby, we'll be so fine. Oh, life could be a dream. Shaboom, if I could take you up in paradise up above. Shaboom, tell me, darling, I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, you know, for me to get boom, boom, boom. Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Shaboom, if I could take you up in paradise up above. Shaboom, and tell me, darling, I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hope for me to get boom, boom, boom. Ding dong, ding ding dong. Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.